Hello and welcome back to Aggressively Average, a series where we just try and do our best because that's all anyone can ever ask of you. Today, we're taking on Gordon Ramsay. Very exciting. I saw in the BBC Good Food Guide, he has a whole section there. And so we're going to do his pork and ham pie. And it's listed as a challenge. And not to get ahead of myself, but it doesn't seem that challenging. The first step is bring a large pan to the boil. And we all know this is my only pot. It does say pan. Are all pots pans, but not all pans are pots? Anyway, I'm going to bring this to boil. It does actually specify for the water to be salted. I don't know. I assume that's enough salt. Okay, this is at a boil officially. Now I'm going to put in 6 eggs without burning myself. They have to boil for 7.5 minutes exactly. And so I will see you then. Okay, that is 7.5 minutes exactly. Ooh, as exactly as I can get it. This, closer to my bowl, cold water and ice. Okay, I'm just gonna let those cool down completely and then I'll peel them. The next step is to basically put everything into the bowl. Now the sizes of what I had to buy versus the measurements required in the recipe, annoyingly different. I only have 500 grams of minced pork, but I need 400 grams. Okay, that is how much mince is left after I get to 400. Like, I'm not going to use that for a recipe and I'm not going to throw it away. So I'm just going to add it in. 200 grams of sausage meat. So I don't know how much is in one sausage. Just decase it, and I'm just going to use 2 sausages. Between the 400 of minced pork and the 200 grams of sausages, we should be at 600 and we're at 655, so that's fine. And then I need cooked ham. This cooked ham is from my Christmas ham, which I had frozen, so great use of leftovers. It says I need 140, but maybe I should only put 100 in, because of the meat in total, according to the recipe, there should be 740 grams of meat. So maybe I'll just add in as much ham to make 740. Okay, that's 740. So that's all the meat, albeit in slightly different quantities than it was supposed to be. But I'm not going to throw meat away, and I can't have useless leftover pieces, and I will eat the rest of this ham. I also need a small onion, finely chopped. Tip that in. A few swigs of Tabasco. No idea if that's a lot. And let's add some salt and pepper. Now I just have to mix it till combined, and you have to mix it with your hand. Now it says to essentially make a burger out of this meat in order to taste it for seasoning. Who's making a pan dirty just to taste seasoning? Come on, Gordon, get over it. So I'm just going to trust that I've done it correctly. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, that is this part done. For those eagle-eyed viewers, there was a video where I said I would never use lard again. This recipe calls for lard. I got called out by more than one person in my life for overreacting around using lard. So we're using lard and I'm getting over it, okay? Despite the fact that this doesn't say anywhere on it, it is lard, it is purely animal fat, which is lard. So I'm guessing lard went through a bit of a marketing upgrade. Good for lard. Look at it. Isn't it gross? So I'm going to melt a couple of tablespoons of this to start with. Oh my God, it's just disgusting. Yeah, I really hate it. Oh, I really hate it. That's okay. We'll power through because I'm being dramatic. Lard going in. Now I need to brush this across and dust with flour. Disgusting lard. And dust with flour. Surely I can't dust up the walls of the pan, so surely that must be plenty. That's probably tons. Is that a dusting? It's quite thick. So now to make my pastry, I need 450 grams of plain flour. 450, a little bit of salt, Okay, then put everything else into a saucepan. 100 grams of lard going in. 100 grams of lard. 4 tablespoons of milk. 150 mils of water, and then heat. Now I just have to heat this until the lard is melted. Seriously, I was just de-shelling the eggs whilst I was waiting for that to melt. And I was like, oh, I'll just do that off camera because how badly can you mess that up? I've broken 1. I've broken 2. Oh, yeah. So you got to be really gentle when you de-shell these eggs is what I've learnt. Okay, so lard has fully melted. So we bring it over here, pour it in, and then we mix it up with a wooden spoon until combined. And now we need Here is my ball of dough. It feels like a lovely ball of dough, actually. It's very soft, very different than anything I've made before. Now, riddle me this, dear viewer. The instructions now call for me to line my tin with parchment paper. Let me read it out to you. Cut a piece of parchment paper to fit the bottom and long sides of the tureen dish, with some hanging over the edge. Why did I fill this with lard and dusty flour if I'm just going to put the parchment paper on it anyway? I am so confused. If someone can make sense of that for me, please let me know. Look, I know it's not the neatest it could be, but it'll be fine. Then I need to take about 2/3 of this, and shape it into a rectangle. It doesn't actually say to roll it out, so I think we can just do this, which is cool. I'm so confused why I had to put the lard and the flour on the bottom. I think that is pretty good coverage across the base and the sides. Then I need to start getting my meat in. So my eggs didn't come out great. Some are fine, some are not. It does say to trim the sides so that basically every slice gets yolk and egg white. So I think I can still make it work. I think that's fine. Our yolks remained intact, so I think we're okay. Eggs, all of them have yolk and the white bit. There'll be a yolk and a white bit in every slice. Okie dokie, that's our guts. Pat, 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 pinch, pinch, pinch. Make sure these side bits all do in fact go together. Just gonna lift it, make sure it's pinched together at every part. Now I need to do a little egg wash. Says generously, and generously we will. Pierce 3 holes. And we're done. And this is what we're looking like. I think it looks really good. I'm really excited by it. This goes in the oven for 30 minutes at 200, then an hour at 180. Be good. Turn into a pork and ham pie. Woohoo! It has finished cooking. This is what it looks like. Let me see if I can get it out without dropping it. Look at it. I think it looks really, really good. Now I just need to let this cool, and then I will take it out of the container and let it cool completely. Okay, now this has cooled somewhat. I'm going to lift it. And let's see what it looks like. It says if it's not brown enough on the sides to put it back in the oven, but I think that's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, maybe the lard and flour was a good idea because it did come off very, very easily out of that pan. I think it looks really good. I'm really, really happy with it. I think the pastry looks amazing, if I do say so myself. First pastry I've ever done like that. Now I've just got to put this in the fridge in order to cool completely. Okay, so that has been in the fridge and that is well and truly set. It is very cold and it should all be set inside there. For full disclosure, there is an optional extra step of pouring in the jelly. You know when you get a pork pie and it has that jelly? I think the jelly is the worst part of a pork pie. Genuinely, I don't enjoy it. I always pick it up. It is just gelatin mixed in a bit of stock. I know I can do that from a technical standpoint. You just pour it in. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm not avoiding it because I think I can't do it. I think I can do it. We know from our last video that I can use gelatin now. I get it. You microwave it, so it's big. So I'm not avoiding it because I think I can't do it. I just genuinely hate the jelly. So we're finished. Let me cut it open, show you what it looks like. Smells incredible. See the cross section? Oh, look at it. Look at it, I did it. Yeah, so like if I did the jelly would fill up these little pockets, but surely no one likes the jelly. The jelly is disgusting. But look how good it looks. I think that looks amazing. Oh, go me. Okay, time to taste test. I think I did a good job. I think the seasoning is there. It's just a bit plain. I did forget the sage because it had the sage on the ingredients list, but it didn't then have the sage again when, like, on the instructions. So I forgot the sage. It probably would have been better with some herbs. I'll give you that. I think I did a really good job. I think it looks really good. It tastes a bit plain. Should have added the herbs. But, you know, solid. Yeah. I don't know why it was in the challenging part of the website. It wasn't that challenging. So Gordon Ramsay, let me know, how did I do? Rustic. So I think another aggressively average, to be honest with you, but I think the recipe's a bit aggressively average because I think I nailed it. I think I nailed the recipe, but it is a bit boring. I did forget the sage. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it to the end, thank you. I don't really know why I keep making these videos. I just find them really fun. So if you find them really fun too, awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. New videos every other weekend. Bye.